Shalom and good day all, this is Tehillim29 back again for some DC reviews, and in these DC reviews I'll be covering The Adventures of Superman, issue 4, followed by Superman versus Captain Atom, DCKO issue 1. I'll now get things ready and organised for the first one that I'll be reviewing. So first things first, does this cover in any way, shape or form connect to something that is happening inside with the story? In some essence, not so much, to which I give it a 6 out of 10. Next is the area of the internal art, as we have a look around the beginning, the middle, and of course the end, and also what's happening story-wise with the characters. So as the story begins, we learn that Krill-Ux is putting some effort together to go against Superman, who has come to this time period and era. And as we start to approach the middle of the story, we end up reaching Rohan's sister, Rowan, in a place named Lanternholm in this particular time period in the story. Until last but not least, towards the end, to which we get a little bit more of the journal of what has happened sort of like in the future, and also what is happening now with Superman interacting with this future. For the internal art, I give it a 7 out of 10. Next is the area of the story rating. So first things first, do we get anything time-wise? The answer is no, we don't. Next is the location, to which the only location I managed to get a hold of was the one known as Lanternholm. Last but not least, the cast of characters consisting of Krill-Ux, Clark Kent Superman, Ronan Kent, and his sister Rowan Kent. For my overall rating for this, I give it a 6.5 out of 10. So now it's time to move into the DCKO, Superman versus Captain Atom. So as we move into Superman versus Captain Atom, does this cover in any way, shape or form connect to something that is happening inside with the story? It does, to which I give it a 7 out of 10. Next is the area of the internal art around the beginning, middle, and of course the end, and also what is happening story-wise with the characters. Starting now. So as the story begins, we get a bit of a quick backstory, which we get to see on the first page, not this page because this is the page after the first page, and we get a bit of background story in relation to the character of Captain Atom. As the round begins, we get to see Superman taking on Captain Atom, and we get to see quite a number of things occurring within the story, including this with Superman. And last but not least, towards the end, for the internal art, I gave it a rating of 7 out of 10. Next is the area of the story rating, seeing it included a comic book reference, which is to DCKO issue 2. Next is the rating of time, to which we did end up getting a Superman. That's right, a Superman, which was named Superman Prime, of the 853rd century. So, yeah, I didn't quite expect that to happen in the story. Next is the location, to which we got to see the Watchtower. Last but not least, the cast of characters consisting of Captain Atom, Clark Kent Superman, we had Monarch, as well as Superman Prime. We also had Grodd, Booster Gold, and Doomsday Time Trapper, to which actually something happened with him in the story. To which I give the story rating a 7 out of 10. Until then, let's keep it colourful and have yourself an awesome day.